Hello everyone, it's the Canadian Futures Trader here. Thanks for checking out this video. Before we get to the actual video itself, I want to do a quick introduction. This video that you're going to watch is actually part of a larger series I've put together for futures traders. I started out futures trading just a few years ago, and I found it really difficult to find good information to learn how to trade futures. So what I've done is put together this completely free course. It's on my website. There's a link down below. There's no upsells. There's nothing for sale on my website. So just come absorb the information. If you like this video, definitely encourage you to check out all the others in the series as well. On top of that, I mean, there's just a ton of written content and it's only going to grow. I'm only going to add to this over time. This is my way of giving back to everybody. It's all the information that I had to figure out on my own when I first started, and there's no reason that everybody should have to go through that process, and there's no reason you should have to pay for expensive courses that really don't teach you much of anything outside of the basic. I'm going to leave you with that. Enjoy the video. In this video, I'm going to be just touching on the concept of spoofing, show you an example of it. There's actually several that are happening on the screen at the same time, but I'm going to focus in on one just to really point it out. It's very obvious. Aside from the fact that spoofing happens, I get asked sometimes, what do you do about it? And really, you do nothing. You identify it, you know what it is, and then you ignore it. So for example, I'm going to let this play in a second, but right now, this is the Ultra Bond. I'm long at a price of 18. There's currently 103 orders sitting on the sell side, just 2 ticks above. Obvious spoof, it just stands out like a sore thumb. Every other price level, there's way less than 100 contracts for sale, actually under 50, except for up here. And then all of a sudden, it's hard to believe that somebody wants to unload 180 contracts. As well, in my right-hand column, you can tell 104 of those contracts were just added to this level. So I'm going to let this play, and in the next 10 to 15 seconds, watch this price here and the number of contracts. As the actual price action moves around here, this goes down to below 100, I think over 200, and all it is it's algos adding and removing limit orders to try and force the action one way or another, and it's plain as day. So basically, you ignore them. I would never look at this and think, wow, there's a lot of sellers here. The price is going to have a tough time breaking through there. No, if anything, I know this is a pure algo spoof, not even worried about it. So let me let this play. So key in here on the 183, goes up to 190, 206, 47. And then watch it for another second. As soon as something happens down here, all of a sudden back up to 225. I'm going to pause this for a second. There is no trader out there sitting there trying to decide whether they want to sell 50 contracts or 200 contracts of the Ultra Bond. I can guarantee you. And you saw how quickly that materialized and then disappeared. And it's all based on what's happening with the price action. The algos have their rules. As soon as they see XYZ happen, they either add or remove contracts. Are they allowed to? No. Does it happen every day? Yes. I mean, we just saw it, and you're going to see this day in and day out. So again, just to reiterate, it's fairly easy to spot because you'll see them add and subtract contracts in a flash. I would never look at this number and make a trading decision based on this. And actually, if I zip ahead, keep in mind this is at the price of 20. I'll show you how many contracts actually trade here. So I've skipped ahead about a couple of minutes. The price did go up. I'm still long at 18. Remember, we were looking at the price of 20. Only 79 contracts actually traded at that price level. So the 200 didn't materialize. I'm actually honestly surprised it was this many. There might have been some actual buyers who came in at that price level wanting to participate because they recognized that this was kind of pushing higher, for other reasons. But you see now as well, at price levels up and above, all of a sudden, every other price level, you have these kind of standout sellers that I can almost guarantee you are also algos. So you recognize it, you realize it's not real buyers or real sellers, and you don't make decisions based on those. I make far more decisions based on context and all my other trade setups, which I have videos of as well. Hope that video helped out some of you when it comes to spotting spoofing and just realizing there's nothing you can do about it. Just get good at recognizing it, which isn't difficult, and ignore it. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.